Hello.
And we're back.
Hi. Okay. So sorry for that. Okay. Apologies. We actually wanted to surprise everyone with a webcam to show our faces for the first time. I guess that didn't work out due to unexpected technical issues. So sorry about that. We'll do the surprise next time. Allow me to introduce myself real quick. My name is Kelvin. I'm the latest member to join Ammobox Studios. And with me is Jeremy Chu.
Hello.
Yes, the ever popular, ever recognizable voice of
The familiar voice behind the streams.
Yes, of Ammobox Studios. So very quickly, we're just gonna give you a brief rundown of what we are going to talk about today. So for today's Spring 2019 Update Dev Podcast, we'll be talking about some things. That's of course a little bit about myself, Kelvin. I have just joined the team, so I'll be in charge of marketing and community management. After that, I'll introduce to you guys some plans we have for the upcoming community stuff. We have some pretty interesting ideas with the streams, with some events, and upcoming in-game stuff as well. After that, Zafri is going to jump in. He's going to show us and also explain a bit about our new PvP map Academy in terms of level design. And after that, this will be very juicy. Jeremy will be back in to tell us a little bit more about the two new battlesuits, which are
Orion and the Exploit Commander.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much. Okay, so very quickly, because I don't want to take up too much time about this, just a little bit about who I am. My name is Kelvin Khan, and I used to work for IGN. So IGN Southeast Asia. Hi guys, thanks for welcoming me, Mighty Toes and Empty Soul. Just a moment. Okay, so a little bit about, oops, there we go. A little bit about me.
Yeah, Facebook's live.
Facebook's not going live? Okay.
Yep, so okay, let's just edit the stream a bit. Might you continue to talk?
Yeah, I need the...
Oh,
okay. Yeah, no worries. We'll just go on a bit about me then. Don't worry about Facebook. We'll fix Facebook.
Yeah.
We will apologize to our Facebook viewers. Facebook's not cooperating with us at the moment, but we'll go on, okay? So I used to work with IGN Southeast Asia. We used to do quite a bit of content as well for gaming news, reviews, and website stuff. If you do go over to the site, you might still see some of my videos there. I actually also interviewed our friends here at Ammobox Studios back in ACC Malaysia 2018.
Yeah, there's Jeffrey and Tommy over there.
Yeah, that was a while back ago. And I also used to do some live events as well, where I went over to Bangkok for a PlayStation experience, and I got to meet these two lovely people from Detroit Become Human, the voice actor for Connor and his wife. So that's a bit about me. Now let's talk a bit about what's gonna happen for us. Let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna start making some new moves for social media and community events within the coming month. One of the things that we like to do is actually introduce a monthly leaderboard. We understand that our PvP festivals have been going up and down. You know, sometimes we have really great games and great people jumping in. Sometimes it's a little bit quiet. So we'd like to engage with you guys a lot more. And one of the ways we like to do this is to introduce a monthly leaderboard. So think of it like a high scoreboard where we'll tabulate points based on how many games you played, how many victories, how many losses. And at the end of the month, we will then tabulate like the top 10 players. And we are still in discussion about how we're going to reward you guys. We're either going to do either just the top 1 player or maybe the top 3 players. We'll get some very cool rewards. So we're also looking to ask you guys like what kind of rewards you would like. We already have a few in mind. One of it could be maybe some merchandise that we're looking into. We could also customize some Discord emoticons for you guys. Or if you prefer something a bit more in-game, like maybe like gun skins or something like that.
Banners.
Yeah. Banners, or even what's the
call signs.
The call signs, yeah. Yes. The call signs. You can totally let us know in the comments, or do hit us up on our Steam page. And pink Mighty Toast just said, how about pink colored mules?
Pink colored mules. Kitty will be excited.
Yeah, that's one idea. All right. So we'll put up a poll for this later. Feel free to jump in, maybe drop in your own recommendations, and we'll have a look at that. Okay?
Okay. Give us a moment. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
just a
paste this
moment,
here. I think let's give the Facebook another whirl. Maybe it
Okay.
might work.
Let's hope
Okay.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving from that, we're also actually really pushing to have more regular streams for Exemius. This is something that we want to do. For example, the daily game streams.
Yep.
aside-
We can just have some streams of us playing skirmish, team
Yep.
skirmish, PVE. Maybe some of the even some in development stuff.
Yep.
You know, things that we can show.
We like
Anything you're
to-
comfortable to show.
Yeah, we like to also engage with our regular players and especially our hardcore players who've been with us since the beta, to give you a bit more idea as to what's coming up soon and what's available, and also of course to just hang out and play with you guys and keep up to date with what's happening as well. So after that, we're also going to be doing a event, not ours specifically. We'll be joining a local Malaysian event called Digital Nation. This will be happening at the end of the month on the 29th, 30th and 31st. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. This will be taking place in Quill City Mall. So it's a first time event run. It's pretty new. We'll be there with our own booth and they will be hosting a couple of tournaments there. We also aim to have Exemius Seize the Front Line have its own tournament. We're looking at maybe 4 or so teams to participate. There will be a cash prize, which we will announce later on. We'll be going there with some of the team members. You can come over and try the game for yourself if you heard about it but never got the chance to try it. We'll be there as well live to help you, to show you the cool things about the game. If you like, you can also come and participate in some of our open matches, which will have about 10 computers or so. That's what the organizers will provide for us to free use, so you can have fun with your friends, just have
Play
some fun.
co-op, skirmish or whatever, and then sign up for the Sunday tournament.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
And you can actually watch us as well. They aim to have us on stage when Jeremy will have a little keynote, just a short one, before we actually do a live stream of a actual match that's happening. And that should be pretty fun. So if you have any friends who are free on the coming weekend, again on the 29th, 30th and 31st, let them know. Come on by, come say hi to the team, say hi to Jeremy, shake his hand, And please do try our game and let us know what you think. We love to hear more about what you guys want to see coming from Exemius. Okay, so that's about it for me. I do look forward to meeting all of you guys and hanging out and playing Exemius with you more often. And of course, if you ever have any comments or any questions you'd like to ask, do join us on our Discord channel. We'll be more than happy to talk to you directly. Okay?
Address is discord.gg/Ammobox Studios for those of you who want to join in the chat. So
Yep.
you want to give the camera another try? Maybe just...
Okay, we'll give the camera another try.
Yeah, the world needs to see Zafri's face.
Yes, they do. They really do. Okay, 1 second.
So are we going to talk about the level next?
Yes, we're going to talk about Academy Lex. This is where Zafri will jump in. Alright, just a second. Camera is not cooperating.
Did you add this thing?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a blue light.
Right, yeah.
One more time.
Since
There's no way to restart.
No, it's okay.
no, it's fine.
It's fine. We'll move on then.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Okay, so now let's bring in Zafri to this podcast. Hi, Zafri. Welcome in. Hi, Fatima. Hey. Hi, Fatima. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so Zafri is the
Art director for Exemius, so I oversee the artwork that the team makes for the game and make sure it fits our theme and design. So today will be
Hey, my titos.
Hey, my titos.
So, okay, well, what are you going to show us today?
Alright, so today we'll be showing Academy. So what you're going to be seeing here today is some of the final shots that we have for the game. We are doing a few more tests in terms of gameplay to make sure everything runs well before we push this out to the public. But as you can see, Academy, it's a very unique looking map compared to the previous maps that we've made so far. I think it's I personally feel it's one of our best. There's a lot of unique buildings, and as you can tell, it's based on a university, right? You can see You have the faculty buildings, you have the library, you have the sports center. So this is one of our latest maps in the game. That will be coming soon in our next patch.
All right. So what will players be able to look forward to in Academy? Like what's gonna be challenging for them?
All right. So for Academy, we if you can see the center of the map, there's a lot of areas where you have covers, and you can do a lot of close quarter combat. This picture is perfect. You can also you have 2 lanes on both sides of the map behind these buildings that you see at the top. There are lanes where vehicles can pass through, because the thing is about Academy is that the center area, it's a bit difficult for vehicles to get through. Most probably there's a bit of advantage for GSF to build their turret, since their engineers has to walk to the area. So Exeron has the advantage of building their turrets from a distance, and then because the covers are mostly very low, they can sort of shoot enemies from a distance without the need of having their turrets in the center of the map, right? So there's going to be a bit of change of strategies in this map. It'll be very interesting to see what the players will do.
All right, awesome. So how should they approach like Academy for the first time? Like if let's say they choose to be GSF, you mentioned they can definitely utilize these lanes here with the turrets.
Yes.
So,
sorry, continue.
So how should they approach that? Like is there going to be a major change in the meta? Will they be needing to really change up their build plan?
It's hard to say now, because from our internal tests we've tried a few strategies, and we think building vehicles will be a harder play, but we never know. The community maybe will figure out a way to use vehicles at advantage. I think building a lot of turrets, and also maybe forward bases like barracks in front or the fabricator in the front, it will be easier for your units to navigate around the map. As like I said before, the center of Academy, it's a bit packed. I would say there's a lot of covers and obstacles, so it's a bit harder for vehicles to get through. The side lanes are fine, you can use your vehicles as usual, but the center of Academy, where one of the victory points is going to be a bit difficult for players to capture, and they will have to rely a lot on your units this time, building more infantries to cover the center.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Slicer 11221 says the map looks awesome.
Yep, thanks.
Thanks very much.
Yeah. So do you want to show in editor?
Yeah, sure. Let's move over to the editor now, real quick here. Oh, camera still doesn't work. All right, no worries. Let's get that out there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna switch over now to the editor for Zafri. All right, go ahead.
Thanks. Let me just make sure it's in the high setting. All right. So what you're seeing here is in-engine in the editor. This is the Unreal Engine that we use for development, and this is the Academy map. Yeah, like I said before, it's a university. I think we're really happy with what we managed to pull off. We have always wanted an abandoned look, with all the vines and all growing on the buildings, and we have it here in this map. We have like very nice foliage this time.
Slicer is asking, how vertical is this map?
How vertical? Okay, this map, it's there is areas, for example, over here.
Slowly.
Yeah, you see. So there's a bit of verticality here, especially towards the left and right lanes. You can get up here, and then you can, if the vehicle's coming, you can, take cover around here to destroy them. Let me just scroll out so you guys can have a better look of where you're going to spawn, right?
Wow.
Right, so you have your spawn point here. If you can see my mouse cursor here and here. So Exodon and GSF will be spawning on.
Cannot see.
Huh? You cannot see?
I cannot see the mouse, so that means it's on the left.
Left and right part of the map, and if you were to see from this angle, right? It's much better. You have your lane over on the right side and also the left side where you can start building your vehicles to move forward, and you have the center map, right, which I was saying. The production for this level is slightly different from our previous level. So what we did was this time was we blocked out the whole level and tested the level in the block out phase. So when I say block out, meaning everything was just white boxes everywhere. There was not a single asset in the game. Everything was just white boxes, and we tested the level, make sure it's interesting and fun. We also wanted to try something that is much more close quarters. So that's where the middle area design was made. And then after that, once we were happy with the block out, we started to model the buildings. We did modular base, so we can quickly make all the faculty and the classrooms, the buildings faster, right? And then we also modeled out this time the pavements and floors, where before we were using BSPs to make the the ground.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah.
Yeah, it looks really, really good.
Yep, thanks.
I'm curious though, what's up with the statue over there?
Alright, so we have two key statues, right? So, as I recall from one of my designers, this is like one of the founders of the university. I guess he's been here for quite some time because he looks like a knight with a sword.
He's pretty sad though.
Yeah, he's pretty sad.
Did he fail?
So this university, if you guys want to know, it's called Saint. Sorry, what was it called? Saint Jason. Sorry, Saint Jason's University.
Oh, like
100% fictional university.
Yeah,
so
like is it like Jason and the Argonauts kind of thing?
No. It's one of our animators' names. Right. So there's also another statue here. I think if some of you seen before. In the previous podcast, we showed the 3D model, and this is where we place the man on the horse. We'll let you figure out what's the meaning behind this statue. There's also an Easter egg. There's another animal on the statue, not just the horse and the man. You can, when you're playing, you can let me know what animal it is.
I'm placing my bet now. It's a chicken, isn't it?
No. All right. So yeah, anything else in the chat room? Do you guys want to see anything in the map? I can just zoom in.
Let's see here. We have there's a suggestion already from Lim. Turret wall in the middle. Let's do it.
Yeah, turret wall. So this was the area I was mentioning about. You can still get vehicles here, but it's hard for them to maneuver. So bringing here is a bit more riskier because players can get their rocket launchers and shoot them, and it's harder for the vehicles to escape. They are able to go up these ramps and all to get to the center. But again, this is my personal opinion. This strategy, I feel. Playing turrets and units are the best way to hold the center. But again, I want to see what you guys do. What strategies do you guys come up with? Iron Guard are going to be
Spoopy.
Yeah, Toast is right. Yeah, Iron Guard will be very very nice to play on this map. I think even the Phalanx crew. So Phalanx crew will be, I think, even more utilized. There's a lot of long range here where you can set up your Phalanx to just cover a certain area of the map. I think we will see more players of the Phalanx and the Mortar crew, right? Ooh. Especially the Mortar crew to get to clear off certain areas that are covered very well, right?
That's something to look forward to.
Yep.
All right. Is there anything else you want to show from the map, Jeff?
I think that's about it. There's nothing much. I think once you guys get a hold of this level, you guys can really go around and check out. I think there's a lot of interesting details that we added to the map. Even the bulletin boards. Different, there's a lot of small details that we put in this map compared to the previous map. I think there's a lot of storytelling in this map. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Zaf, for telling us about the new map Academy. Really looking forward to it. When are we able to get to play Academy?
Most probably together with the spring update.
Yep, the spring update will be coming in approximately in the middle of I think the first few weeks of April, approximately middle. There's been a bit of slip. It's supposed to be released around before March, but we're adding in a bit more content, a bit more quality into it, especially on the Battlesuit side. So we'll be covering that a bit more. So basically, definitely by the middle of April. So the map is, I would say, about 80% done.
Right? 80 to 90%. Yeah.
So it's just a bit more touch up and testing around with the AI and some play testing.
All right, awesome. will there be any possibility for a dev stream or public play event for Academy, like before the official release?
Definitely. I think if we have time after the stream, we might be able to hop into a game. Otherwise, we will do another one. I think maybe Friday, perhaps Thursday or Friday. Sometime with coinciding with GDC. I think we need to talk about the mixed event as well later.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We can cover that
Just
shortly.
Remember to talk about that. That's right.
Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. So that's it for our Academy. Thank you very much, Zaf.
Thanks.
Now we're gonna get to the juicy bit. This is where we invite back our head honcho, Mr. Jeremy Chu.
Stop calling me that, bro.
All right.
Sound like a poncho.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's introduce our two new and spanky new Battlesuits. Let's start with the first one. We'll go with the Exploit Commander. Okay?
Yeah. So we're going to discuss a bit about basically the roles and the designs of Exploit and the Orion. Today we'll just talk briefly about it. We will be talking about it more in the upcoming streams. I think one of the key things about understanding how Battlesuit works is that we do not have tutorials or videos showing you detailed usage of the abilities, and some players are not able to utilize the abilities very well. So we will be doing more of those in the upcoming stream. So for today, we're going to talk a bit about the roles. So the Battlesuit is kind of designed for players to play certain strategic and tactical roles in the gameplay. So with only one Battlesuit on each side at the moment, that's not really very well communicated. They are pretty much more like a stat booster at this point. So right now we want to move towards them being specific role, which is what it was originally designed for. So since we haven't actually have a specific stream to talk about the Assault Vanguard and the Aegis themselves, we will do more of those in the upcoming stream, especially in highlighting the usage of abilities. So for this stream, we're going to talk about Exploit and Orion. Both of these commanders are basically playing a bit more of a slightly different slightly different role than the Assault Vanguard and the Aegis, which is very much a head-on role. So the Assault Vanguard in the GSF is definitely a very straight to your face kind of role. It's just a lot of damage dealing, a lot of firepower, and the Exploit is a bit more of a caster type. Yeah. So this character is the Battlesuit basically does a lot of area denial capability. It's a buff and debuffer kind of a character.
Ooh.
So we're going into a bit more of a caster role, basically disrupting the front line, right?
Nice.
So we will go more into the abilities next week, but for now I would say that I'm trying to balance between during the talking about the abilities without going into too much details.
Okay. Let's not spoil too much.
Exactly.
We'll have a bit more prepared for abilities for each of these.
It's definitely confirmed. So the abilities are definitely confirmed already. They are being developed as of now, pending whatever jetpacks. no jetpacks. So lots of area denial, buff debuffers, and this is what the Exploit is for. Also, it's pretty obvious at the beginning we're talking about hacking. So Exploit Commander is the hacking champion. How exactly it's going to work, we will talk about it more. But basically, this character allows you to hack enemy mechanical units.
Yeah, Zafri had to put that tag there.
Made in Malaysia, tag on the back. Yeah, definitely getting a lot of government support for that.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Alright.
So basically, in a nutshell, hacker, area denial, caster, buff, debuffer. So that's Exploit Commander. So the Orion on the Exeron side is an assassin type. I would say that assassin / trickster type character. A lot of the abilities are basically used to confuse the enemies. There's a lot of mind games you can perform with the ability. So we were doing one of the abilities earlier this week, which make use a bit of illusion. So it's kind of interesting. I think we talked on the last round a bit about cloaking. Definitely cloaking is part of the tech for this character, but how it's exactly going to be implemented, we'll talk more about it. But it's a very trickster type character. There's a lot of illusion. You can actually set up traps. So it's suitable for players who want to hunt down enemy players, and it's also a good escape artist as well, right? Yeah, so you can expect a lot of assassination attempts. You know.
Oh, that's gonna change up things quite a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Excuse me, I'm a little bit unwell.
It's somewhat
Okay.
Mirage.
Somewhat Mirage.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
when can we expect to like test out the suits?
So the same spring update, the spring update is going to be a massive major update. There's a lot more stuff. We are moving away from the model of throwing out one update every 1 or 2 weeks into throwing into a more polished content every month or so. But this particular update has been a 2 months thing because a lot of battlesuits, a lot of maps, and a lot of new features and total revamps as well. So this will be part of the spring update as again the same one for the academy. I would say the middle of April. But we will definitely be showing this before that. Yeah, the prototype ability has already been done. Really, we want to kind of polish up a bit before we show it off. Yep.
Okay, nice. All right. So you've already mentioned the battlesuit revamp and rebalancing that's coming soon.
Yeah. Some of the community members may have some opinions on the current Assault Vanguard or Aegis. Some of them we are talking about Aegis being a bit overpowered. You know. So the initial abilities are being very well tested in the last couple of months, and I think that we have a better idea of what works and what does not work. And in the recent time, we have had a lot of meetings talking about revamping the battlesuit. So this is definitely coming. So expect to see changes in Assault Vanguard and Aegis ability as well. Maybe not in this upcoming patch, but very soon. Expect to see changes. We are also moving away from the format of 2 abilities. We are going into 3 abilities with 1 passive. So that's definitely happening. But the exact model, the exact buttons on how we're going to go about to press it is still subject to discussion. So if you have any comments or any discussion about the abilities or any suggestions, feel free to talk about it. This revamp is still an ongoing process. We have discussions every once in a while. We're prototyping different way of how the ability works. Like in Assault Vanguard, we know for sure it's a character that is a damage dealer, it's a AoE damage dealer, but the exact mechanism of how the ability locks and how it's being used, those are being reworked to be a bit more intuitive. We want the character to be a very good damage dealer in a very intuitive way.
Nice. All right. We got a comment here from Slicer. Are there any in-game cosmetics? Because he'd like to support us by buying some in-game stuff.
Yeah, so since this is an early, definitely it's part of the roadmap, right? So right now, Eximus is definitely in early access. We kind of try to avoid doing too much microtransactions and I would say that avoid maximizing the monetization process during the early access, because we want to sort of have a full feature complete game at this point before we start doing all this extra monetization. And we really thank you for your support. We are very glad to have a very supportive community that wants to help out. But at this point, we want to have a more feature complete first before we attempt to ask more cash from the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And besides, if you haven't already got it, you can actually purchase the supporter pack, which is available on Steam. Right. You got a few banners and a few
soundtracks as well. The original soundtracks is coming along really well. I think we will talk more about it. I can't wait to share more about what's coming in the spring update. This soundtrack is coming in. In-game music is starting to kick in. The soundtrack is almost done. We have the majority of it. It's a total remaster of all the tracks that if you have the supporter pack, the soundtrack is currently being remastered as well into even better quality. So a lot of this is happening as well. Yep.
Okay, awesome. So that's a lot of things to look forward to for Spring 2019 update, which will be expected to drop sometime mid-April, around there.
Mid-April.
So we got 2 new battlesuits, we got an academy
2
level.
new maps.
2 new maps. Oh, 2. I was told we only had 1.
We will talk about the other one next week's podcast, right?
That will be very interesting.
This is why I mentioned this is a massive update, right? And a total UI revamp. I think we talked about the UI revamp in the last couple of podcasts, right? Total UI revamp, and also a bit more of a quality of life update in terms of experience like RTS on the RTS side as well. So these are all very important. We kind of want to focus a little bit on the quality of life as well.
Empty Soul is taking a guess here. Is that second map gonna be a PvE map?
We will talk more about it.
Okay,
it's
we'll have.
exciting. Yeah.
All right, Empty Soul. I guess you have to wait until next week to get a confirmation on what kind of map it is. You can, of course, ask and get some discussion going on Discord as well as our other social media pages like Facebook and even Instagram.
Toast is pretty sure it's a PvE.
We'll see, Mighty Toast. We'll see. You cheeky dance.
Remember to share it out. Remember to share it out.
Yeah, get it going. Do let your friends know. Of course, the more people who play, the merrier. Titanfall 3 confirmed. I don't know. We have to ask Respawn for that. Yes, Jeremy, before we move over to gameplay, you wanted to talk about a mixer event?
Yep, so there is a mix event. It's a media indie exchange, if I'm not mistaken. You can actually Google it. We might paste the link. I think we'll get someone to actually paste. Sorry, this is so Eximus is currently going to be featured in the Asian Game Showcase in Media Indie Exchange. So this is going to be in conjunction with the GDC 2019, which is going on right now. And we will be featured here remotely since we will not be on site. So the whole idea of this program is to feature certain Asian games for developers who can't afford to go there. And this will, so this we will be sort of entertaining the crowd via Discord. So this event will actually be part of the, I would say in conjunction, not part of GDC, but in conjunction with GDC. It will be in IGN headquarters. So during this event, we expect people to drop into the Discord to chat about stuff, because this is how it's supposed to be formatted. That our game will be showcased there. If anyone has any question for the game, they will be dropping into our Discord, and we will be sort of entertaining their questions.
Yep. Okay.
Sorry, can they see here? Yep. Stream.
Yeah, they can hear us.
The stream is not ended. We are here. We sort of switch around to trying to show this. So we will be expecting some people, some guests, I would say, to drop into our Discord for a chat. So we are pretty excited about this, and we are one of the 2 games to be showcased from Malaysia. So,
cool. Awesome. All right, so I'll get someone to drop the link over to the chat. So if anyone wants to have a look at it, they can see the cool stuff that's happening. Okay, so awesome. So I think that's about it for our update podcast.
This is happening on Thursday,
This
US
Thursday.
time. So it's going to be Friday morning for the Asians.
Okay.
Yeah, this will
All right.
happen on Thursday itself. The MIX Asian Game Showcase. So if you're wondering, just go and Google Asian Game Showcase in Media Indie Exchange.
Yep, we've dropped the link
that's the
already
keyword.
on some of our social media, so you can have a look at that.
Yep.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Jeremy?
If you're in San Francisco, you can go and check it out as well. Yeah, nothing else on this.
Please do, please do.
Yeah.
All right, so if there's nothing else, I guess we can move over to the gameplay portion. All right, so
sure.
Jeremy,
So we will be doing a podcast on this next week, right?
Yes, next week. Once we've confirmed the time and date, because as always, you guys have very busy schedules. I need to get it done.
Most
with
likely
you.
it's going to be about the same time.
Yeah.
Next week's update will show in detail on how to use the battlesuit abilities and how the abilities actually work.
As well as the new map, which we don't know whether it's a PvP or PvE yet.
yeah.
Okay, so with that, thank you very much for tuning in to our Spring 2019 Update podcast. Do hang around and maybe join us for a few games in Eximus. Jeremy will now take over and play the Academy map. This is an internal test, yeah?
You want to play? So we'll be running a few. This is more like a developer match where it's internal, but we're going to show a bit of a gameplay of how Academy work out.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to be very frank here. This is the first few times I'm actually playing this map because I'm generally much more on the on the tech side, and Zafri and his team has been doing fantastic work on this, and most of the playtests are done by them as well. So this is the new. Sorry, let's turn this on first.
All right. All right.
Okay,
So,
can you see this? Is the media? Is the Yeti or mic on?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so this is the new main menu that will be coming as part of Spring 2019 update. As you can see, so
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's something that we, if we have the time, every big update, we will update the background. So when players comes in, they sort of can tell, oh, there's some
Which
new
season
content.
is this, right?
Yeah, based on season.
This
So
is going to be a seasonal.
If you guys remember, the winter one had the
Heck.
snow with the two characters with officers.
Right, that was a winter
Yeah,
tournament.
and Halloween had the officers with the zombies.
Yeah.
Right,
I think
so-
my favorite one was the Halloween, right?
Yeah, the
It's
Halloween
really,
one.
really rich, that one.
So this is for the spring.
Okay, so now I'm gonna hand it over directly to Jeremy.
Sure.
Yeah.
So let's. Are we running? Are we going to be running team skirmish?
Yeah, let's try.
Right. So we're going to be running a team skirmish for the new map, and we're playing Exeron or GSF.
I think you create a party first.
Then might just match it. Just go ahead and match at
What's the region?
Europe. We are not from Europe. It's just It's just where our test server location is. Oh, somebody saw the sneaky sandbox. Yeah. So the sandbox mode is where we test out the different relative power of the units. So we kind of put the units together and let them fight. Yeah. Okay. So the tech is still the same. There's a bit of upgrade. It's a bit of rebalancing on some of the unit stats, but the majority of the upgrade is still the same. So okay, so let's play. Select the banner. So as again, if you have supported pack, all these will be available to you, right? And the call sign as well. So
Jeremy, you got Express.
sorry.
You got the Express man.
Oh,
The
oh.
RNG is not with us.
Okay, the RNG is not with us, so we have not set the map pool to be part of. We have not set the map pool to be part of this yet. So, do we do a 1v1? Maybe we do a 2v2.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of team skirmish, we're going to do a 2v2, I guess. So I will be joining. Yeah, get them to quit the game, so it will shut down in time.
By the way, while we're waiting for the game to set up, just a quick shout out to Vincentius. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Vincent! Vincent is our UI artist / level designer. So, yeah, it's his birthday today. Guys, you guys gotta get them to quit this game. Express, otherwise the server won't shut down. Yeah. Okay, so, oops. Let's search again.
Oh, my details asks, what kind of balance changes can we expect?
That's a very good question. So there's a huge list of balance changes that I think we will compile the changes next week. I think on the podcast. That's like it's everywhere. Let me see if I can have some on top of my head. Hold on, the server is not starting. So don't worry, this is not happening in the public game. The internal server is a bit finicky. So in terms of the balance changes, I try not to give misinformation here. So we're going to compile the list and we're going to discuss more about it next week. But definitely an upcoming balance changes will be in terms more of player weapons. Yep, the purchase price and all that, we might be moving towards a different thing. Yep. We also want to talk about the future implementation of weapon credits perhaps next week. Yeah, that's one of the things that will be happening. Get them delicious patch notes. Delicious. Is everybody on Europe?
Europe, right?
Yep.
I'm on Europe.
There we go.
Very good. But it's a 1v2.
My details is asking, is weapon credits gonna be in the next update?
No, definitely not going to be next update. It might come in mid-cycle or next season because weapon credits is a huge system. So some of the community members who are in our Discord, as again, if you want to talk more about the this is kind of very detailed balance changes. Feel free to drop in the Discord to chat more about it. Weapon credits is a system that we talk about very widely in our channel. It's one of the system where instead of using team resource to buy weapons, each player will be allocated weapon credits, and this will make them more independent. So if you die a lot, you wouldn't affect the team too much. So it's going to be a very exciting update. We have a lot of plans for players to be more independent of the team, and weapon credits will also be used to eventually call down your own battlesuit. So we want to move away from the format of so this is definitely happening. The question is when. We are moving away from the format of a battlesuit being called down by commander to be a player instigated event. So yeah. Okay, so we are starting up soon. Ice Dragon ready. Go. So this is going to be one of my first time playing this. I'm going to have to see how to play this. So we know that this is a very much infantry intensive map. So let's try.
Hello, can you hear me?
All right, let's get it built.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Let's try this build.
Field deployment.
Heads down, eyes forward.
So another update that we are definitely looking into is in specific to Officer AI. So we got a lot of feedback on the Officer AI being,
All right.
I would say less than satisfying experience. So we will be doing a lot of fixes on that as well.
Fire, move and shoot.
Yep. So try to get them to.
Affirmative. Reporting in.
Oh, okay. There's a
Save, go
path.
ahead.
The path needs to go through here. No wonder it's going straight. Okay. So currently the officers are actually they do take orders, but you have to get used to the command a bit.
Engineers, reporting.
Fire team, head down, eyes loud and clear. Move and shoot. Affirmative. Affirmative. Loud and clear.
You have to micro them a bit.
Head down, eyes forward. Proceed, we're moving. Head down, eyes forward.
Engineers, reporting. All right. Engineers, reporting.
So one of my tricks that I'm playing over here, if they're not stream sniping me, is to actually go for a quick QRF, drop them behind enemy lines, start taking out their resources.
Oh, it looks like they can really grab the resources quick. Now.
Engineers,
Yep,
report.
yep, yep.
Engineers, reporting.
Yeah, they are.
Squad, reporting in. Affirm loud and clear.
Gonna start hammering the
Move and
sides.
shoot.
Engineers, reporting. Coordinates received. Engineers, reporting. Will do.
So there are some of the debug lines, you don't have to worry too much about it. So this is a development build, they're slightly a bit different. So the injured officers sometimes will run back to the armory to heal up. So sometimes one of the major confusions is that, oh, they don't take order, like you would click here, you know, they just don't move just because they are actually heading back to the armory. Like this guy has been here for some time, I can get it off here. So yeah, officer communication is one of the things that we're still working on during the early access, which is a critical point of multiplayer experience. Eat grenades. So we've got some QA here.
A squad lead has been KIA.
Engineers, reporting. Coordinates received. Popping flares. Engineers, reporting. All right. Engineers, reporting.
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
All right. Looks like a good spot.
Fire team, reporting, sir. All right, looks like a good spot. Move in, squad. Move. Squad reporting in.
So I still need to familiarize with the
Fire
path.
team reporting, sir. Squad reporting in.
Engineer, reporting. All right.
An Allied officer has fallen.
Where do you need us?
Bravo, if you need armory, just tell me where.
Engineers, reporting.
I think I'll drop one
All
in the
right,
middle.
let's get it built.
Our base is
Engineers,
taking damage.
Reporting.
Fire team reporting, sir.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
Engineers, reporting.
Okay, I've got castle coming over to your side.
Engineers, reporting. Will do. Coordinates received.
Reporting in. Where do you need us?
It's an iron guard in the middle.
Squad
I'm gonna need to
reporting
deal
in.
with it.
Coordinates received. Right, looks like a good spot. Squad.
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
All right, looks like a good spot. Move. Coordinates
Be
received.
advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
Turret as well. Ouch.
An Allied officer has fallen.
Squad.
A squad
Alright,
lead has been KIA.
Move. Fire team reporting, sir. Reporting from the front line. Move and shoot.
Let's get a kite iron guard a bit.
Where do you need us? Coordinates received. Move.
HQ reports our structures are under enemy fire. Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
Fire team reporting, sir. Looks like a good spot.
Joining the battle myself.
Our base is taking damage.
So the path of the map probably need to get used to the path a bit. Yep, going that direction.
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
Fire team reporting, sir. Move in, squad.
Fire.
Reporting in. Received. We're moving. Squad reporting is received. All right, looks like a good spot.
An Allied officer has fallen. IFB reporting. Go! Driver, get us there.
Reporting in. Eyes forward.
Armor in the field. We got it. Let's go. The front line's ours.
Careful, Bravo, behind you.
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage. IFB, ready to go drive-by. Go. The front line's ours. Got it. Let's move.
Deal with Riptide first, Oh shit. It's not good, that's not good.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
IFV reporting. Let's move. Time for a drive-by. Let's go. The front line's off. Go. Drive. Get us there. Time for a drive-by. Armor in the
Hey, I can hear you.
Got it. Let's move.
An allied officer has fallen.
Failure is not an option.
Oh no, don't spend energy, dude.
We have 300 victory points remaining.
Nope, let's go.
Engineers, reporting. Engineers, report.
Ooh, there's a bit of lag playing on Wi-Fi.
A squad lead has been KIA.
It's got an iron guard right there.
Reporting in. Let's go. Okay. Going in. Time to smash some hostiles.
And a turret.
Heads up, a target location. Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy. HQ reports our structures are under enemy fire.
Will do. Engineers, reporting.
An allied officer has
Ordnance
fallen.
Will do. All right, will do.
Thanks.
Ordnance received. Will do. All right.
The enemy is at our base. A Our squad structures lead are has taking been damage. KIA.
Engineers, reporting. Will do.
Ooh.
Engineers, reporting.
Make sure not to send it in the tank until you have to.
All right.
Or at least unless they have a ton of engineers behind them.
GSF Armor Division. Standing by.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy. Our
Heavy
base
armor
is taking damage.
Rolling in.
Engineers, reporting. Received. Engineers, reporting. Engineers, reporting.
Reporting in, Commander. I'm the head gunner. We're moving.
Uh-oh,
Our
Toasty
base
here.
is taking damage.
Let's go. We're unstoppable.
Engineers, reporting. Will do. Engineers, reporting. Engineers, reporting.
M33 tank.
HQ reports
Sending
our
in
structures
demos
are
to the
under
tank.
enemy fire.
Okay, let's roll.
Engineers, reporting.
Oh no, I can't go
Reporting
for turrets because I have no barracks.
Time to snap
Engineers,
some
reporting.
hardware.
Ordnance received.
Reporting in, Commander. Rolling in. Rolling in.
Engineers, reporting. All right. Engineers, reporting.
A squad lead has been KIA.
Ordnance received. All right. Ordnance received.
GSF Armor Division. Standing by. Heavy armor here.
Engineers, reporting.
A squad lead has been KIA.
Engineers, reporting. Ordnance received. Engineers, engineers, reporting.
Whoa, so dangerous for me to hang out there.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the
Reporting
enemy.
in, Commander. Okay, let's roll. Time to smash some hostiles.
Thank you.
Eyes ahead, gunner. We're moving. Time Time to smash some hostiles.
Nice.
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
M33 tank. Let's go. We here.
I think they're retreating. I gotta go capture stuff. Try and repair that tank.
Okay, let's roll.
Alright, nice. We got an engineer here.
Engineers reporting! Engineers reporting! Will do.
GSF Armor Division. Standing by. Time to smash some
Engineers, all right, will do. Engineers reporting!
Reporting in, Commander. Time to smash some hostiles.
I keep that tank here. You gotta repair.
Engineers
dead.
reporting!
Another
Ordnance
commander.
received.
An allied
right
officer
here.
has fallen.
Jeremy's commander, right?
Yes.
Engineers reporting!
An allied officer has fallen.
All right. Engineers, ordnance
IFB
received.
ready to go. Let's go. The front line's ours. M33 tank here. We eyes ahead, gunner.
An allied officer has fallen.
Standing by. Rolling in. Heavy armor here. Time to smash the lot. Rolling in.
There's demos there. Watch out.
The enemy is at our
It's,
base. Our structures
mid-
are taking
rocket.
damage.
Sir, move. Ordnance received. Where do you need us? Squad right, looks like a
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
fire team. Reporting, sir. Squad. Ordnance received. Reporting in. Where do you need us? All right, looks like a good spot.
He's got an Omnicron in the base.
Our base is taking damage.
Save
Squad
some money for
reporting in.
supplies.
Where do you need us? Squad.
I got a rocket.
Ordnance received.
Middle is
Reporting,
clear.
sir.
The enemy is at our
But at
base.
what
Our structures
cost?
are taking damage. The enemy is at our base. Our structure.
Engineers reporting! Engineers reporting! Engineers reporting!
Fire team. Reporting, sir. All right, looks like a good spot.
Squad. Clear.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
Squad reporting in. Ordnance received.
Reporting in. Move and shoot.
Reporting
He's
in.
got two
Where do you
tanks,
need
by
us?
the way.
Where do you need us?
HQ reports our structures are under enemy fire.
IFB ready to go. Go, go, go. Driver, get us there.
Fire team. Reporting, sir. Received.
Squad.
Squad reporting in.
Our base is taking
Looks like a good
damage.
spot. Reporting in. Where do you need us? Fire team. Squad reporting in. Move. All right, looks like a good spot. Ordnance received. Reporting in. Where do you need us?
Got
The
one
enemy
tank.
is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
Armor in the field. Time for a drive-by.
Where do you need us? All right, looks like a good spot. Move, move.
If anyone's able to take out that tank right there, it's at the southwest. I'm sorry, northeast.
Engineers
Our base is taking damage.
securing the area for field deployment.
Fire team. All right, looks like a good spot. Squad.
IFB reporting. Got it. Let's
Where do you need us? Ordnance received.
IFB ready to go. The front line's ours.
Squad reporting in. Fire team. Reporting, sir.
Engineers, report. Engineers, reporting. Coordinates received.
Reporting in. Where do you need us?
IFV,
Sir.
ready to go drive-by.
Where do you need us? Squad reporting in.
Ice Dragon, you might want to get some help. I can take over.
A squad lead has been KIA.
Point.
I don't see
Alright,
the tank.
looks like a good spot.
No, I'm saying the tank is the other side. It's basically gone. It's up there.
Move.
IFV, report.
We should go heal up
Go.
though.
The front line's ours. Armor in the field. Go. Drive, get us there.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
Engineers, all right. Reporting.
Thank you.
Will do. All right, let's get it built.
I don't know
IFV,
if it's
ready to
gonna
go.
work or not.
Fire team, affirmative. Received, we're moving.
Oh,
Move and shoot.
I'm stuck.
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are
Does
taking
this thing ever
damage.
blow up?
IFV reporting. Reporting in, ready affirmative. IFV ready to go.
HQ reports our
Can you
structures
hear
are
me,
under
Eagle?
squad lead has been KIA.
Hey Zafir, can you come over to
Time for
where
a
I am?
drive-by. We got
Okay.
it. Let's move.
I'm dead.
Oh,
Engineers,
Our base is
reporting.
taking damage.
Coordinates received.
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
IFV ready to go. Driver, get us there.
Our base is taking damage.
Engineers, reporting.
it's that field,
We're
bro.
in the field. Go. The front line's ours.
Head down.
IFV reporting. Go. Driver, get us there.
HQ reports our structures are under enemy fire.
Engineers, reporting.
alright, come over to me when you get the
Coordinates
chance. I need you to
received.
blow this thing up for me.
Engineers, reporting.
An allied officer has Our fallen. base is taking damage.
Engineers, reporting.
IFV ready to go.
Reporting in. Where do you need? Affirmative.
Engineers, reporting.
Where are you?
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are.
For a drive-by.
Ping again, Chris.
Engineers, reporting. All
How
right.
do I turn off the heat map? I have no idea how to do this.
Engineers,
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
engineers, reporting. Engineers, reporting.
Never mind, I got it. But yeah, I still
Looks
need
like a
help.
good spot. Engineers,
You got a rocket,
reporting.
right?
The enemy is at our base. Our structures. Be advised, an officer has fallen to the
Lots of
enemy.
points.
Fire. Move. Shoot. We're moving.
Okay, so that's the first round of PvP being played in the academy. So yeah, there's no problem with the sound, right, in the stream because I'm not hearing any sound.
No, the stream is fine, but I don't
Okay.
think you can talk in chat because you need headphones here.
Oh yeah.
You want me to get you a pair?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is the first preview. It's still that it seems that you have to get used to the path. There's a lot of very nice path going around from here. Yeah, this underground area is a bit tricky. You can see them, you can control the vehicles, but commander can't see them if you hide the tank underneath it. Okay, so you want to take over? We'll end the stream here. We'll talk more about this next.
Okay, yeah, I think that's it for today. So a big thank you to everyone who came into the stream today. Thanks for listening. Again, just to let you know, we'll be having a local event here in Kuala Lumpur at Quill City Mall called Digital Nation. We'll have our own booth set up there, so you can come and try out the game. And we can also take part in some of our open tournaments and open matches that will be going on there. Aside from that, we'll also have a mixed event, which will be taking place in conjunction with GDC 2019. You can follow the link, we'll put it up again for you to check out the event yourself. And if any of our friends here can make it to San Francisco, do go over and play the game yourself and tell us what you think. as always, do join us on our Discord channel for direct contact with us, the developers, and follow and like our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and look forward to more for our Spring 2019 update, where we come back next week with a podcast explaining more about our new Battlesuits abilities and a new map. Thanks very much. This is Kelvin, and that was Jeremy, as well as Zafri from Ammobox Studios. Bye!